creation through bomb and form. The greatest to ever do it like Kareem in the form. Or Dame at the buzzer, Skip at the rucker. 96 Bulls, the GOAT, there's no other. Bulls and Goats get some wins, but never cover. The word gave the answer to sin. No.
Take us away, Mr. U. I don't know what was
Hello.
going to stay in the intro. I'm like, do I just drop the name? Do I just drop the last name? Or take it away, Mr. Guy.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Behind the Plays. I am your host, Davion. Also go by Davion OW, as you can see as my nameplate below. And with me, as always, Eric.
Hello.
We are here for... Actually, I can't say as always, because I've now done two podcast episodes without you in the span of the last 2 weeks.
Toss this aside. It's tragic.
Do you want to talk about women's gymnastics?
I don't know anything about women's gymnastics. Like,
All
I
right.
can maybe name like 3 off the top of my head, like women's gymnasts.
Wait, I would be mildly impressed.
I know Simone Biles.
Well, she's not a college gymnast, so... But
I'm talking about... listen, I'll
give it to you.
I'm getting what I can get, okay?
I know, I'll let you
I know
slide.
Simone Biles mostly because there's an incessant amount of Subway ads on Hulu recently. With
You're not wrong.
The Eat Fresh Refresh.
Yeah,
They just started doing the ones with Jimmy
him and
Garoppolo,
Steph.
and I'm like, that's the guy you're going to get from the NFL? Gosh, I remember Michaela Maroney,
Yeah?
I think was her name.
I think that's her name. Now I'm not sure.
She was the one with the meme face, where she was like unimpressed. Oh god,
Michaela
maybe it's
Maroney. You're good.
maybe it's only
job.
2 though. Maybe it's only 2 though. But
Oh, yeah, you're talking about... I know what meme you're talking about.
listen, if you needed me to name all the Denver Broncos starting quarterbacks, I probably couldn't do that either.
You're talking about
But-
that face, right?
Yeah, I mean that's gonna be a long time. But
Hey, two's better than none. I'll give you that. But we are here to talk
We are
about
here.
football.
we are here.
Today's the mock draft.
Yes.
Today's mock draft day.
We got mock draft
I believe
day, and
it's exactly
we got defense
2
day.
weeks. 2 weeks? Oh shit! I didn't even prep for that. 2 weeks to
Well, and that's the point, is to not.
I feel like I needed to because now we're in like crazy zone.
NFL draft, it begins on April 28th. So yeah, 2 weeks from today.
2 weeks from today. We're recording this on Thursday the 14th. You guys will see this on Sunday the 17th.
It's down here in Vegas. I might go squeeze by.
True.
I don't know how you get into that thing, but
I don't know how you get into that either, honestly. Let's be real. Hey, weird. You sent me a doc that had the...
I did do that.
Here it is. I found it. Don't worry.
That
worry
had
about
all
it.
of our teams.
Yes. Okay. So we're going to go through the mock draft. We're going to go through the entire first round today. And then we're going to do our defensive draft. And then that'll be all. That's all we're going to do today. But we thought long and hard about these drafts. And by long and hard, I mean I didn't think very hard, but Eric definitely thought harder than I did.
Yes, I took way too much time with this.
I took some time too. I had to really... I did it at work, and then I left my paper that had it at work, and then I had to redo it. I remembered like maybe 19 or 20 of the picks, which is impressive for me. I couldn't remember the other 12. And then I realized I was leaving people out, and I had to redo it again. And I was like, damn, I messed that up entirely. So I went through it and did it again. There's a lot of non-quarterback talent in this draft, so putting people where they belong is weird.
Yes, this one was much harder than last year, just because last year you had the big name quarterbacks. Like, you knew where a lot of people wanted to go at least.
We knew Lawrence was going 1. We knew Trey Lance was going to the Niners, and we knew Zach Wilson was going 2. Like, we knew that.
Yeah, we knew a handful of things. Like, genuinely, there are so many things that are up in the air here.
Yeah, because especially at wide receiver, because it's a matter of who fits better with the roster. Like, for example...
You're talking about so much wide receiver depth in this draft, so much O-line depth in this draft, so much edge rushing draft in this and a lot of corners, too, are really good.
Yeah, corners are amazing in this draft. It's going to be fun.
What's interesting is you have, like, a handful of quarterbacks that genuinely could... A bunch of them could go in the first round here, but you're not going to see the Jags take a quarterback with the first overall pick.
No,
I'm like,
I don't think you're going to get a quarterback until 6 minimum.
Well, unless something dramatic happens.
Unless there's a trade.
Unless there's no trade, and I'm like 85% sure the Lions aren't going to take a quarterback at 2.
Yeah.
But
Maybe
there
the
is a
Texans.
chance. There is a chance
Maybe.
that they could. The Texans have stated publicly that they're building around
Davis Mills.
Davis Mills. So I don't think they'll take a quarterback this early at least.
Surprisingly, I don't know if there's a quarterback in the draft that I think is better than Davis Mills. Is that weird to say? He played really well, but I think there can be.
I think there
like,
can be.
But like, I don't think it's like clear cut. That dude's gonna be better.
Yeah,
no
but I
matter
mean,
what
if you think about the 5 quarterbacks that were taken in the first round last year,
I don't think any.
I think all of them are better
than
than the best quarterback in this draft, which honestly is because I think it's up to interpretation who the best quarterback is.
It's Malik Willis.
I've heard people say it's Malik
way.
Willis. I've heard people say it's Kenny Pickett. I've heard people say it's Desmond Ridder. Like it could be anybody. The point is that there isn't a guaranteed one.
Desmond Ritter's been man. Hot
Desmond Ridder
has
has apparently
fun
been
fact of your day. I don't have Desmond Ridder in this fucking mock draft.
I do.
I don't.
He has been climbing a lot.
There's
of
someone I
draft
have in
boards
this mock
I've seen.
draft that you don't, but it's okay. I know
I'm
for
sure.
a fact you don't have it. I know for a
sure.
fact, guaranteed.
Yeah.
Realistically, I don't think the dude I put in this is going to like the 3rd or the 2nd, but I have him here because I want him here.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Wait,
would you like to get started?
what college is Malik Willis from?
Liberty.
Yeah, what the hell did I write? I wrote Pitt?
Kenny Pickett went to
What?
Pitt. That might be what you're thinking.
Maybe I swapped something around here. I
Yeah.
see. I see what I did wrong. I see what I did wrong. All right, we're good.
Yes.
All right, let's
Which
get
is
things
crazy
rolling.
Because like Liberty is I want to say is fairly new to the FBS. I don't remember them being in the FBS very long.
Yeah, but like you got to think like there's a lot of people coming out of like North Dakota State now, South Dakota State, and they're not even FBS schools.
Right.
So
Yes.
it's like
Liberty
interesting to
literally
see.
became an FBS member in 2018.
wow, and they already have they're gonna have a first round draft pick this year. That's
Most
crazy.
likely, yeah.
Good for them.
2020, they're the top 25 team in the country already.
Wow, they went to
After 2 years.
2018. I think they went into 2018. Malik Willis starting. He's a redshirt senior, I believe, when he is this year.
Maybe that was the trick. That's what, Malik Willis
That's
single-handedly brought the Liberty Flames into college football.
College
relevance.
football. That's crazy. All right, Jaguars. Jaguars are keeping their pick, right? Back-to-back years.
Back-to-back ones is hard to pass up. I think the Jaguars are making a pick.
They spent a lot of
one
money
year.
this offseason.
They did. They got Christian Kirk was a big boon for them. They franchise tagged Cam Robinson.
Yep.
They made a handful of
is
good
good for
moves. The one thing that they are missing, though,
Defense.
they need some
entirety
solid
of it?
defensive pieces.
Yep.
They need a premier edge rushing talent.
Yes, I agree with that statement.
So who is going to the Jaguars for you? Because
Aiden Hutchinson.
okay, I was going to
Out
say
of Michigan.
$5 says we don't have the same person, and we don't.
Really? You don't
Really,
have Aiden
really.
going one?
I don't have Aiden Hutchinson.
I think
going
he's
one.
the best edge rusher in this draft, but
I think
who
so
do you have
too.
going one?
I think Aiden Hutchinson is probably the best surefire prospect. But if you look at who is the Jaguars GM, I want to say it's Trent Baalke. It is Trent Baalke. Trent Baalke was the GM for the San Francisco 49ers.
Okay.
Right around like Kaepernick days and so.
Right.
And Trent Baalke really liked taking raw talent.
Okay.
Like just absolutely unprecedented athleticism rather than
Okay.
surefire prospect. So you have
Which
Aiden
sounds
Hutchinson,
kinda
who is the
stupid,
edge
but
rusher
sure.
out of Michigan, who is in contention for the Heisman as a defensive end, which is impressive.
That's wild. I didn't know he was in contention for the Heisman.
Yes. However, I have Trayvon Walker, who is the defensive end out of Georgia, going to the Jaguars.
Okay. That makes sense. That makes sense.
Yes.
That makes sense.
I think,
realistically speaking, there's an edge going number one. I think there should be an edge going number one.
There should be an edge going number one, yes.
And it could be, to me, it's one of three people.
It's one of three people. It's Trayvon
It's
Walker,
either-
it's Aiden Hutchinson, or it's Thibodeau.
Kayvon Thibodeau. Yeah. That's plain and simple. So, yeah. I have Aiden Hutchinson. Wow. Okay. I get it. Trayvon Walker falls a little bit for me, but definitely still not. He's not out of the top 5.
Mm-hmm.
But,
Yes.
yeah.
So I have Trayvon Walker going to the Jags at 1.
Okay, Lions. Again, I think they keep their pick. I think the quarterback talent isn't good enough for them to draft a quarterback right now.
Not at 2.
Not at 2. If they want to fall back, maybe.
They need
but
a lot
I don't
of
think so.
other pieces.
They had a lot more issues than just who's throwing the football.
Exactly.
Like who's receiving the football,
Mm-hmm.
who is playing on defense, and I think I'm gonna go with again, edge. Edge is so good this draft. I have Kayvon Thibodeau going here.
Okay. So
You probably have Aiden going here.
I
huh?
do have Aiden Hutchinson going to the
Uh-huh.
Lions, yes.
That makes sense.
That's way too hard to pass up in this situation with the Jaguars
absolutely.
taking Trayvon Walker, especially since Aiden Hutchinson went to Michigan.
Yeah.
Like, that's big
Perfect.
for the Lions.
Perfect.
So, yes.
Perfect.
Yeah, I have Aiden Hutchinson going
Makes
to
sense.
Detroit.
Made perfect sense. Yeah. Kayvon goes here. Sorry. Texans. I'm number 3.
Texans at 3. This is genuinely a spot that I could see potentially somebody trying to trade up into.
Yes,
I do
because
have
the
a couple
Texans
of
probably want a quarterback.
I do have a couple of trades in my mock draft.
Okay.
This is not one of them.
I don't have any. I have 0 trades. I did not
Yes.
do any trades this year. I didn't have the mental.
Yeah, I
fortitude
wanted
nor
to
the planning
spice it
to
up
do
a
so.
little bit.
I
It's like,
usually
why not?
like to. I just didn't do it. I may drop a solo. I'll do a solo one like where I think about it a little harder and think about who trades up for what. But I don't know if I have the brain power.
A 2.0. Gotcha.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay, so who do you have going to Houston at 3 then?
Okay, so Houston needs everything.
Houston needs a lot. Houston needs professional football players.
They need everything. They did retain Brandon Cooks, so I don't think they're going to go wide receiver, even though I am okay if they do. But I think the defensive talent in this draft is better.
Mm-hmm.
Even though the wide receiver talent is amazing. So I have Sauce Gardner going here, the cornerback
Okay.
from Cincinnati.
Okay. And don't get me wrong. I mean, I have Sauce in a very high position too. It's not to the Texans right here though.
That's fine.
I think if the Texans really are going to stick to what they claim they are going to do, which is build around Davis Mills, they need to protect Davis Mills. Like,
I agree with that statement.
The Texans haven't really had a good O-line
Ever?
ever, I don't think. Like, I'm trying to think of who is the best one, and I can think of who it is. I just can't think of his name. It was the one guy out of he played for the Dolphins, and the Texans just traded for him. It was this dude with the whole weed smoking scandal that came out like during the draft. He went to, I think it was Mississippi, Ole Miss.
Couldn't tell you.
This is gonna bug me if I don't think of it. I believe he's still on the Texans. Which is Laramie Tunsil, is who I'm thinking of.
Yeah. Oh, no, I know exactly who that is.
Yes, and then they have Titus Howard too, who isn't terrible. He's a pretty recent draft pick as well.
Yeah. Titus Howard's pretty solid.
Yes, but I think they need O-line help pretty much, and I think they need a lot of versatility with O-line. So
Yeah.
I think a lot of people will say that Evan Neal is probably the best O-line prospect in this draft, and I think he is. However, he is a dedicated tackle for sure. Like, the man is
absolutely.
built to play tackle. But
Yes.
if you look at young Ikem Ikwanu, I believe is how you pronounce his name,
Whoa.
who is the offensive lineman out of NC State,
NC State, yeah.
who played tackle this year, previous years played guard. And his guard film is ridiculous, and his tackle film is ridiculous as well. So
He's just an athlete.
yeah, you could put
don't know
Ikwanu wherever you wanted on that Texans offensive line, and he'll be in an okay position. So I
Outside
have
probably center.
yeah,
That's
Ikwanu out of
Wow.
NC State going 3 to Houston.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, I get it. I don't have him going for a while, but it's a good pick. It's a good pick. I think it's a good pick.
All right, right now the New York Jets have the 4th pick. I think
They also have the
stay-
10th pick.
They also have the 10th pick, which is big too. You have the Jets and Giants who have 2 top 10 picks each. You have the Texans as well, who have the 3 and 13 pick.
Yes.
So they're in good positions to make some moves. I saw there are 8 teams this year who have 2 first-round picks.
Yes. Those teams are the Lions.
Lions
have 2 and 32. Jets have 4 and 10. Giants have 5 and 7. Nope. I'm sorry.
The Eagles have 15
The Eagles
and
have
18.
15 and 18. The Saints have 16 and 19.
Packers.
Packers have 22 and 28. Chiefs
And
have 29 and 30.
So maybe it's only 7.
I think I'm missing one.
Oh, you know what it was? Is I saw there are 8 teams that don't have a first-round pick this
Yeah.
year.
Okay. So there's a bunch of teams, but there's still a bunch of freaking teams with 2. Well,
Yes.
if 8 teams don't have it, then 8 teams have to have 2.
So maybe that
Think about it.
changed with this.
One,
Maybe I saw this pre-Saints is what it was, or something like that. Back when the Eagles had 3.
4. Texans or beef? Wait,
See,
okay,
my list right now is unreliable
Lions,
because
Texans,
I have some trades.
Lions, Texans, I don't, so I'm going to count it. Lions, Texans, Jets, Giants. All have 2.
Saints have 2.
Seahawks
Eagles have 2.
2? No. Okay.
Eagles
Saints,
have 2.
Eagles,
Saints. Packers have 2. Chiefs have 2. That's
Packers,
8.
Chiefs. That's 8.
Yeah. As of right now,
8.
8 teams have 2 first-round picks this year, which is unprecedented.
That's a lot.
Yes. So
we'll see how many, because there could be more moves than we think there are.
Exactly.
Last year there weren't a lot. So
there weren't too many, no. Like, there was the move from the Bears to go up to get Justin Fields.
And the Eagles went to go grab Devontae Smith. They moved up 2 spots.
Yes,
they
and I
jumped
think-
the Giants or something like that.
I think didn't they jump the Cowboys?
No, they traded with the Cowboys to
That's
jump
what
the
it was.
Giants.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's funny.
So yeah, not too many moves this year. There could be a handful of moves this year. Given that there's a lot of people with 2 first-round picks, they might want to trade out of one of those and get
And
some
with
more
all
depth.
the wide receiver rumors I've heard with regards to people wanting to get paid and potential trade rumors.
Yeah, you could see
we don't know.
teams starting to move off of wide receivers earlier in order to pick up rookies and try to keep those wide receiver contracts pretty fresh.
Yeah, especially since the receivers in this class are so talented
Yes,
and
a
diverse.
lot of depth here. Like, just looking at it, I have 1, 2. I'm pretty sure I have a low amount of wide receivers going because I have 1, 2, 3, 4,
I have 6.
5. I have 5 going in the first round.
I have 6.
Right? 1.
I had 5, and then I realized I forgot the best wide receiver in the fucking class.
Yeah. No, I have 5.
I have 6.
Yeah, I have 5, and realistically, there could be 6. There very easily
Realistically,
could be
it could be
6.
like 7. Honestly, there's a lot of good talent in the wide receiver position.
Yeah.
But,
So, are the Jets one of them for you? Who's taking
No.
a wide receiver?
No.
Okay.
I think they need defense a little bit more. I think Zach Wilson has okay weapons.
Yeah,
I don't
he has,
think they're
he has
terrible.
Corey Davis. He has Elijah Moore. Like,
Yeah.
Corey Davis is solid. Elijah Moore is a
Elijah
young
Moore
wide
was
receiver. So
just drafted last year, I'm pretty sure.
yeah. So yeah, with the Jets having 2
With
first-round
Zach
picks, and
Wilson.
I have them keeping both of their first 2-round picks.
So
I think
do
a
I.
lot
I
of
don't have
people
them-
would say the Jets maybe take a wide receiver at 10. I don't.
I do. They take one at 10 because
Okay.
I have a specific type of receiver
Well-
that they need.
See, there are consequences to my draft. Is the thing.
I understand.
So.
But I think McDuffel bag comes in here. Trent McDuffie
Ooh, Trent McDuffie. Okay.
goes. I actually, in my initial draft, I had him falling all the way to like the Patriots at 21.
I think at one point,
I had him
also
going
Trent
low
McDuffie
as
going at
shit.
21.
And then I looked at it again and I was like, this just doesn't make sense. Why would the Jets pass up on him? Why would the Falcons pass up on him?
Yeah.
Why would the Eagles pass up on someone like that in this
Mm-hmm.
situation? Like the Chargers. I was looking at all of them. I was like, that makes no sense. Put Trent McDuffie higher. And then I like went through it again. I was like, McDuffel
Mm-hmm.
bag should go here. Which, if they don't call him McDuffel bag, I love that name. I hope I came up with that myself. Love that nickname for him, McDuffel bag. If he comes to the Eagles, I'm calling him McDuffel bag. Okay.
Speaking of which, on our document as well, I added for myself and Davion the top 3 team needs by team, and this is according to CBS. I don't
Yes.
think this is 100% accurate at all.
No, I disagree with the fact that the Eagles don't need a linebacker.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it
Like,
said
that
the
makes
Eagles'
no
third,
sense.
the Eagles' third biggest need right now is D-line.
Line?
Which I get. Fletcher Cox is old. Brandon Graham is old. But that's
Okay,
still a
but,
really
like,
solid D-line.
We just
Yeah.
signed Hassan Reddick.
And you signed Hassan Reddick, exactly.
So, our
un-
D-line,
unless
we have
they're looking
Graham.
to replace Fletcher Cox, and maybe I looked at this when Fletcher Cox was kind of in that
Right. Well, we released him.
purgatory period.
Yeah, we released him and then re-signed
Maybe
him.
that's when this came from. I didn't check the date. So
Yeah,
it could
but
be
like
that.
we have Derek Barnett, Josh Sweat, Milton Williams,
Mm-hmm.
Javon Hargrave, Brandon Graham, Fletcher Cox, Marlon
Mm-hmm.
Tui Pelota, fucking Hassan Reddick still. Like,
Yes. So, and I disagree with the Broncos as well.
I agree with tight end.
Yeah, we need a tight end. We do not need a DB. We do
You don't
not
need a
running
DB.
back.
And you definitely don't need a running back, right?
Yeah, so, like, honestly, the Broncos, I think what they need is probably depth at linebacker, probably
Yeah.
depth at D-line, and a tight end.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
their wide receiver room is good, their running back room is
Yeah, no, the
good.
wide
If they're
receiver's
able
great.
to re-sign Melvin Gordon, even with
Even without him.
Even with
it's still
Javonte
solid.
Williams, they're okay. They're in a good spot. Yeah. And their
Who do you have it
secondary
for?
their secondary is nuts. What's that?
We didn't talk to you about what do you have? Who do you have it for?
Oh, at 4, I have Sauce Gardner. So we're on the same page, but with the Texans not.
Yeah,
taking
I had the
him.
Texans taking Sauce. So.
Yeah, if the best corner is available, I think the Jets are going to take him.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that just makes too much sense. I, like, went through it again. I was like, why aren't they taking a cornerback? Trent McDuffie. I love Trent McDuffie.
Yeah,
I just like his name.
Yeah, it's a good one. Yeah, so I have
Same with Sauce. I like Sauce's name, too.
Yes, I have the Jets taking Sauce.
Oh, what fun. His name's not actually Sauce.
Yes,
it's like
Ahmad,
Ahmad or something like that.
Yeah.
But Ahmad's a dope-ass name, too. Like,
All right.
anyway.
The Giants at 5.
I am terrified of the fact that the Giants should stay in both their picks. They have no reason to really trade out unless they get like a bag from like someone else. Personally, which I think this 5th pick is a hot spot for one of those drafts because the Panthers, who I think are primed to take a quarterback, this is time for someone to jump them.
Yes.
Right. I think that's prime. So I wouldn't be surprised if someone jumps them here. But I have the Giants keeping their pick. And I'm terrified because if they keep both picks, it's terrifying to me because of what they could acquire. I have them taking Trayvon Walker here.
Okay. So yeah, that's still solid for them. Well, everything that you just mentioned.
I bet you're going exact my thought process.
Correct, yes.
Yeah.
The Giants are going to give up a bag, especially to this team, given the fact that they are jumping the Panthers in particular.
Yes.
Because jumping up to 5, I have the Saints.
Whoa.
Who will be taking
For Malik Willis?
Malik Willis.
Is that worth it?
The Saints have a new head coach.
What are they giving up?
Right now, the 16th pick. And I
Just
kept
the
it, like,
16th? Obviously, there's going to be
Well,
more.
obviously,
Maybe
this
they'll
is
get
the 2022 first round. I think they gave up the 16th pick for now, and potentially, first round
my
next
internet cut
year,
out for a
probably second this year, stuff like that. But just in this vacuum, I have them giving up 1 pick, potentially both of their other first round picks, which could be why the Saints try to get another pick out of the Eagles.
Hold on. Okay, my internet cut out for a minute, so
Okay.
I heard nothing.
Okay,
So we're gonna run it back.
Run it back. So the Saints are jumping the Panthers.
Y'all heard it, but yes.
As of right now,
Why?
I'm giving them the 16 pick. The Giants give the 16 pick.
Okay.
It could potentially
Probably
be
get
that
another
the Giants
pick
are
and
going to get
something else.
both of those first rounders.
Which would make sense.
Given that that's maybe why the Saints tried to get another first round pick this year from the Eagles.
Yeah.
Or you could potentially see a first this year, a first next year, and some other kind of consequences for this.
Yeah.
The vacuum situation I have right now is that the Saints are only giving up the 16 pick to the Giants.
They're only giving up the 16th pick this first round.
For this
Obviously, there's
first
probably
round, yes.
future picks.
There's probably
maybe they
consequences
send
this round, yes.
maybe they send James Winston over with it. Who knows?
No, I don't see that happening.
I don't think they do, but they could.
Yeah. But yes, so I have the Saints jumping up to 5 and taking, who is,
Willis?
in my opinion, the best quarterback prospect here, which is Malik Willis.
Makes sense.
The thing I could potentially see happening here, though, is the Saints jump up to take somebody who isn't Malik Willis,
Right.
somebody like Kenny Pickett,
Yeah.
just because that's a little bit. Malik Willis doesn't really seem like Drew Brees' skill set.
The even crazier
And
thing about
given
it,
that
though,
their new head coach is Dennis Allen, who was I
Yeah.
believe the DC for a long time with Sean Payton. It could be.
I don't
that
think they're
he
gonna
wants
miss out.
consistency. I don't think they're going to miss out by taking Malik.
even if they
Willis.
jump up,
Yes.
even if they don't jump up, I think sitting at 16 and 19
They're in a good
makes
spot.
sense.
They'll get a
I think they're
quarterback.
fine. They're getting a quarterback. They're gonna get one of
But
those guys.
I think they're going to jump up and get the quarterback that they want. And
Yeah.
honestly, I wanted to have a little fun. I'm like, let's do some trades. Let's have
I
the
like
Saints
it.
jump up here.
That's not a bad plan.
But I
like
expect
it.
if the Saints are going to jump up to 5 ahead of the Panthers and the Giants know that, the Saints are going to pay a heavy price for it.
Absolutely, and they're gonna makes sense.
Yep. Okay. So at 6,
So
we have the
your
Panthers.
your craziness that's ensued. I'm gonna take Malik Willis here.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's the best available. I think they need a quarterback. I think they're gonna probably trade. They're gonna probably trade Sam Darnold
Mm-hmm.
on draft day for a pick, maybe like a 3rd or 4th or something like that. That's what I think Sam Darnold maybe 3rd or maybe 2nd if they're lucky, but somewhere around there, right?
You want me to be
to
honest?
acquire it, and they, yeah.
The Panthers probably should be trading for Jimmy G.
Um,
Or even Baker.
I think Baker's not a bad plan. That's actually really good because I messaged you earlier. The Browns signed Joshua Dobbs today.
Mm-hmm.
They have 4 quarterbacks on the roster
Yeah, they really want Baker
and
out of
3
that building.
solid quarterbacks, by the way.
They do.
Watson, obviously.
Watson,
Baker, who I think is solid.
and Jacoby Brissett.
Freaking Jacoby Brissett's
Yeah,
amazing.
all
I love
solid choices.
Jacoby. Yeah, that's crazy to me.
Yeah,
So
so-
like, the thing with Baker though is that he wants to leave, and I'm not mad at him, but everyone's like flaming Baker Mayfield for like not being good enough or whatever, and I'm like, dude had 4 different. What didn't he have like 4 different head coaches in like all of his every year he played?
I think except for Stefanski, yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy to me. How do you what stability do you get for a young quarterback? if that happens?
Exactly, yeah. So yeah,
We've seen-
I could potentially see Baker wanting out.
Yeah, well, I mean, not even. I mean, we know he wants out, but it depends on where
Baker
he ends up
getting
going.
out, yeah.
I'm surprised he wasn't in the
I
Texans
think,
trade.
I think Carolina could be involved here as potential.
Yeah, I think
get
Seattle's a
Baker.
candidate as well. By the way.
Yeah, honestly, the Panthers pick at 6 is the most interesting to me because if
Yes.
the Panthers go get a free agent quarterback, then obviously they don't take a quarterback here.
Yeah.
And what do the Panthers do besides screw up everybody else's
Well,
job?
there's still a chance that they just don't take a quarterback. They could end up
Exactly,
taking like
because
a
they
wide
need-
receiver
they need
here
edge.
to
They
think
need-
Sam Darnold is
They
good.
need an edge rusher. They could use some O-line help.
Yeah.
So as of right now, with Malik Willis going to the Saints in my draft, I have the Panthers taking Kenny Pickett out of Pitt,
Okay. I don't
just because
Kenny
I think
Pickett
that's the
going
next
for a
best
while.
quarterback available.
That's what you think's the next best
I do.
quarterback available?
And the
Interesting.
Panthers are very high on Kenny Pickett.
That makes sense.
I believe it's
I-
their owner went to Pitt. They have like a lot of like these weird subtle connections with Pitt. I read,
Got it.
so it could be Kenny Pickett here.
Makes sense. All right, so 7 rolls around. Original pick was the Bears pick. Giants came away with a freaking haul. Why did this pick get traded? What did they acquire?
The Bears traded up to get Justin Fields last year, and it was the Giants that they traded with.
Makes sense.
So
Makes
yes,
sense.
yep, this is the consequences of that.
Got it.
So-
I have the Giants taking Evan Neal here.
I
from Bama.
also have the Giants taking Evan Neal here.
Wow.
Well, we're finally on the same page-ish.
For one
once.
pick. I don't think we're gonna be on the same page for any other picks. Calling it now.
I think very few. Very
maybe.
few.
One. We'll take one.
Maybe.
But it just makes sense. They need someone to protect Daniel Jones. This is a prove it year for Daniel Jones. I think they have decent wide receivers. They don't have Evan Ingram holding them back at tight end anymore. And this is a guy that is arguably the best O-lineman in the draft.
You could very much make that argument.
It's arguable. That's
I think
why
it's
say
very
that.
valid.
But
I think he is. Like, I think Ikwanu's versatility makes him a little bit more valuable for the Texans in particular.
yeah, it's team based, right? How does the team value? That's
Exactly.
why there's so many positions in football. It makes sense.
Yeah. So yeah,
But
I like the
Evan
Giants
Neal
taking Evan Neal here. I like the
makes
Giants
sense.
keeping this pick.
Yeah, makes perfect sense.
Yep.
8.
8 is the
Atlanta.
Falcons. This is another potential QB spot.
Also true.
I don't have them taking a QB.
Neither do I.
I have them instead taking Garrett Wilson, the wide receiver out of Ohio State.
What?
Because
That's not what I expected.
no Calvin Ridley, no Russell Gage, no Julio.
Oh, you're
The
not
Falcons
wrong.
do not have a wide receiver.
You're not wrong.
So I think
I,
the Falcons need to start building that up again. And they're in an okay spot with their defense. They definitely made better strides
I
last
remember
year.
where I had him going originally. Dang it. Sorry. Continue.
So AJ Terrell is obviously a really good quarterback prospect that they got recently. So I think Falcons need to jumpstart everything. I genuinely think they need help just about everywhere. So I think you go out and get the best playmaker in the draft and get Garrett Wilson.
Okay. It's a good pick. I get it, and very valid. Something that the Falcons need everything again, but like something that they keep screwing up every draft. They keep
It's
forgetting
not
to
taking
draft defense.
Yeah.
They keep forgetting to take good defensive players. I have them taking Devin Lloyd from Utah.
Ooh.
This is the second year in a row I've had you guys taking a linebacker. Don't mess it up this time.
Interesting.
I think it's a good pick. That's a great pick for them.
That's a
That's
good
a
pick.
very good,
I think
good
it is a good
field
pick.
general.
It could be a bit of a stretch, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
But that's just given that I have Devin Lloyd going. I do have him going in the first round. I do have him going kind of later in the first round, though.
I want you to know, originally, I'm remembering where I had Devin Lloyd going, but I like him here a little bit more. I had him originally going 23rd to the Cardinals because they needed to replace
Okay. Chandler Jones?
No. Yes. No. Yes. Yes, I did have him going there. And I also didn't have... I had a safety instead going to Kansas City because they needed to replace Tyrann.
Gotcha.
But then I realized they signed Justin Reed, and that doesn't make sense either.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah.
anyway.
Yeah. So okay. That's not bad. I don't hate the Devin Lloyd pick there.
Dude, just please take. I know you guys need everything, so it doesn't matter what you take here. But man, Calvin Ridley does come back next season, hopefully. But we'll see.
Okay, Seattle at 9 originally belonged to the Broncos, but Seahawks now have this.
They
pick
got
courtesy of the
Russell Wilson, so
trade. So that's the Broncos' first-round pick this year. I'll take that.
Yeah, they like Drew Lock. I've noticed.
Yeah,
but
they
I
don't
still haven't
hate
taken a
Drew Lock.
quarterback.
So okay, I was gonna say this is a potential quarterback spot here. I do
This is a
not have
good
Seattle
quarterback
picking a
spot.
quarterback
I'm taking Matt Corral from.
from
Ole
Ole
Miss.
Miss. Okay.
Yes.
So you have Kenny Pickett going, not the second quarterback taken, which is interesting.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
I don't hate it. I don't hate the Seahawks taking
He
a
is
quarterback
the
here.
third quarterback taken, but you're not going to see him for a minute.
Yeah, I don't think that's a bad pick at all. I think the Seahawks very much so could take a quarterback this year. I don't have them taking a quarterback because I think they are high on Drew Lock.
Yeah, I agree. I think they're higher on Drew Lock than I think they are, but I think they should take Matt Corral.
The Seahawks, I think at this point, take a position of need, but also potentially the highest player available. And genuinely, I could see another pick happening that I'll talk about at 10.
Okay.
I have them taking Derek Stingley, who is the cornerback out of LSU.
Yeah, LSU, yeah. I have him going a little bit later.
Yes. So yeah, I have, in my opinion, I think he is the second best corner in the draft. I have him a little higher than Trent McDuffie.
I think Trent is it was really weird for me because I had Trent going much lower.
Yes.
Before. But then I was like, I valued him a lot higher after I thought about it, and I was like, this makes no sense.
Yeah, so I have a Stingley out of LSU.
I didn't move Stingley
going to Seattle, who needs a corner for sure.
Yeah, they need right now.
They need players.
Jesus.
Yeah, so yeah, I have them taking Stingley.
Okay.
Okay, the original Seahawks pick, which now belongs to the Jet, courtesy of the Jamal Adams trade.
Yes.
Jets have the 10th pick.
Yes. And at 10, I have finally this wide receiver draft coming in play. Garrett Wilson from Ohio State going at 10.
Yes. I think the Jets are very tempted to take a quarterback in this situation. Or a wide receiver, excuse me.
They should take a wide receiver.
Yes. Given that you and I have them both taking corners at 4.
Mm-hmm. I think getting the playmaker at corner is smart.
Mm-hmm. And
but they also need a wide receiver.
And here's the thing. I have a very different situation than you, though.
Stop.
Because I think they're happy with their wide receiver room when Kayvon Thibodeau is still available at 10.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, you don't have him going so early.
Yeah, so he's still there at 10 on my board, and I think the Jets will take him.
Understandable. That makes sense. Yeah, makes sense.
Given that, I think they're okay on their O-line prospects, because they're high on Mekhi Becton, and they drafted Elijah Vera Tucker last year, too.
Yeah.
And I think they have 2 above-average wide receivers in Corey Davis and Elijah Moore. I don't think they need a wide receiver. I think if they had a wide receiver at 10, I don't see that not happening. But in my situation, Kayvon's still there at 10.
Right.
And I don't think the Jets can miss that.
Exactly.
So yes. So yeah, I have Thibodeau going at 10 to the Jets.
Makes sense. All right, Washington Commanders, new first ever Washington Commanders draft pick under the new name.
Yes. And in my opinion, it belongs to who a lot of people will say is probably the best player in the draft. The problem is that he doesn't fit a lot of needs until now.
Yes, I agree.
Which is Kyle Hamilton.
Not who I thought it was.
The safety out of Notre Dame.
I know who that is. Understandable pick. That makes perfect sense. And here's why I don't have it.
Hit me with some knowledge.
So the Commanders made a decision to trade for Carson Wentz.
Mm-hmm.
And the big thing with Carson Wentz throughout his career is the lack of weapons at receiver. Now, don't get me wrong. Indianapolis had good wide receivers, but they weren't, like, insane, right? Now he has Terry McLaurin.
Who is insane.
Who's insane. But that's kind of it.
Yeah. If it's not Kyle Hamilton here at 11, I think Washington takes the wide receiver.
And that wide receiver to me is Drake London. Big, fits the Carson Wentz offense. He likes to toss it up high. Fits his style very well. Terry McLaurin is the other side where he's the speedster. It's kind of like what he had to set up during the Eagles Super Bowl year. Nelson Aguilar on one side, Alshon Jeffrey on the other. Fits
not bad.
Really well, you know? And this was not dropping passes out of the Lord, by the way.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
So it was solid.
I
that's what I think it makes sense.
And you can pick any wide receiver here because the wide receivers are so freaking
It's
good.
so good. So
I really
good, bro.
don't know who the second. I'll tell you right now. I have Drake London as the third wide receiver taken for me. I will have.
You
another
probably
wide
have
receiver.
Jamison Williams going
I
second.
do have
It makes
Jamison
sense.
Williams being the second.
I
Wide receiver.
flipped him and Drake London,
Yeah.
basically. I went back and forth for a minute because it was pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was pretty much him or Drake London at that point. I went back and forth for quite a minute.
Yes.
12.
It was
Vikings?
the Vikings.
Yes.
Even with the re-signing of Patrick Peterson,
Yes.
I think this is basically a guaranteed corner pick.
Yes.
And I still have Trent McDuffie available.
Okay.
So I
I
have
have
him
Derek
going...
Stingley Jr. available. So.
Okay, so yeah, we're in agreement. There's a corner going to Minnesota.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, you have Derek Stingley out of LSU. I have Trent McDuffie out of Washington going
Makes
to
sense.
Minnesota. Okay.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense. I don't understand why they wouldn't take a corner here because their offense is, for lack of better words, stacked.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Kirk Cousins isn't the best, but like Justin Jefferson and Adam Thielen are freaking good. So we'll go with that.
Yes.
13, original Browns pick now belongs to the Texans due to the Deshaun Watson trade, if I'm not mistaken.
That is correct. Yes, it's for
Dakin.
Deshaun Watson.
The Texans obviously need talent, period.
They need help.
I have them already taking a cornerback and Sauce at 3.
Mm-hmm.
Who did you have them take at 3? I'm sorry.
Iquanu.
The O-line. Okay.
Yeah, out of NC State.
I have them double down and double dipping in the defensive force. I have them. I can't say this dude's last name. I'm so sorry. I take George Carl Laftis from Purdue.
Okay. At one point, I actually did have that exact same thing happening,
That's crazy.
but I wanted to be a little bit more creative.
Oh, of course you did.
Is this a stretch? Absolutely.
Okay.
Is this going to happen? No way in hell. Would it be
Okay.
really cool if it did?
I'm ready.
Yes, because like you said, the Texans need help, and I think
Everywhere.
they need a few more draft picks in the near future than just one
Oh,
more
so you think
first
they're
rounder.
trading?
I think the Texans are going to trade out.
That is understandable.
It'll be a little less understandable when I tell you who's trading in, which
Okay.
would be the Tennessee Titans, who I don't think are high on Ryan Tannehill long term, and I think they are going to trade up and take Matt Corral.
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Is it a stretch? Yes. Did I steal
Yes.
this from a mock draft I saw? Yes. Did I think
Yes.
it was cool? I'm like, oh my god, that makes
Yes.
a lot of sense. It would be kind of cool. Yes, I did. do
Wow.
that.
Okay.
So, the thing that's really stopping me from doing this is it's the Titans, who is a division rival of the Texans.
Well, we
But
saw
it's
last
not
year the
unheard
Cowboys
of.
and Eagles
Exactly.
trade.
It's not unheard of. Is it likely that a team is going to jump 13 spots with a division rival? Probably not.
For a quarterback.
For
which
a
they have
quarterback,
pretty
probably
decent
not.
one on the roster.
Exactly. So yes, I think you take Matt Corral and you give him a year to sit behind Ryan Tannehill,
It's just fine.
and I don't think that's an awful pick because here's the thing: at this point, the Titans are like looking at who's going to be around at 26. Given that they need O-line help, I don't think they're gonna. There's some O-line prospects down there for sure. So I think, and they need wide receiver help a little bit too, especially since AJ Brown's fate is kind of up in the air.
Yeah, but it seems like he's going to end up potentially staying. I don't know.
Yes. So I think the Titans make a big move and go get Matt Corral.
Okay.
Is it a stretch? Yes. Would it be
Yeah.
really cool? Yes.
Yeah.
So I have Matt Corral
Wow.
being the third quarterback taken at
Okay.
13.
Okay. All right. 14. Baltimore. I have them keeping their pick. Do you have them keeping their pick?
I do. I only have one
Okay.
more trade, and it's going to happen at the
Okay.
end.
Okay. I have them taking Trevor Penning from Northern Iowa, offensive lineman.
Okay.
They need to help. Like, I know what their biggest benefits are, and it's running the football with Lamar Jackson.
Yes.
And they have really good running backs when they're healthy. The biggest deal with this team, and the reason they're here, is because they weren't healthy. That's straight up what happened. We're an unhealthy team. And now that they're going, hopefully, knock on wood, are going to be healthy, could work out. I think they should grab an O-lineman to help with that. And Trevor Penning's a pretty good pick.
Not a bad pick at all. I have them doing the opposite side of the ball.
So you have to take an edge.
I have them taking Jermaine Johnson out of Florida State.
that is a wait, Jermaine Johnson. That is an edge. It's from Florida State.
Yes,
Okay.
the edge rusher out of Florida State.
Got it.
He's the last chance you guy, I believe, too, as well.
That's pretty cool.
Which is neat, yeah. So yeah, I have him going 14 to Baltimore. They almost
that
signed
that's a good-
Zadarius
that makes
Smith, and I
sense.
think there was a reason why they really wanted Zadarius Smith. I think they need edge help. Now that their wide receiver core is honestly decent with, the guy out of Minnesota they drafted last year. I can't think of his name.
I just know they have Marquise Brown. That's their only receiver.
Yeah, and Hollywood Brown. It's gonna bug me.
Rashad Bateman.
That's the one. So with him, I think they need O-line help potentially, but Ronnie Stanley is a solid guy. Kevin Zeitler is solid. Morgan Moses isn't terrible, and then they traded for Jawan James as well. So I could see them going O-line here if they really wanted to bolster it, but I think they need edge help. So yeah, I am going Jermaine Johnson.
Makes sense. 15.
Who is the Eagles pick. And
Fly,
I'll tell you right
Eagles
now,
fly.
I have one more draft pick happening, and it's going to happen at the end of the year. Draft trade.
Okay. End of the year? You mean end of the draft?
End of the draft, yeah, excuse me. I'll tell you right now,
Yes.
this could be one of two players. Because I think
Okay.
whoever the Eagles take here at 15,
Uh-huh.
in my scenario, the Saints would take the other at 19.
You mean 18?
No, because the Eagles have 18.
Oh, 19. I'm sorry.
yes,
19?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so the Eagles, whoever the Eagles take at 15, the Saints would get the other one at 19.
Okay.
Because in my
So we're
situation,
talking-
the Saints no longer have the 16th pick as well.
Right, so we're talking receivers. I'm
Yes.
assuming.
So I have the Eagles taking Jamison Williams. I think the
I-
Eagles very well could take. In my situation, Drake London is still available.
Yes, Drake London is not available in my situation,
Yes.
so I have the Eagles taking Jameson Williams because I think Drake London fits what Carson Wentz does a little bit better than Jameson Williams does, just because of height. But Jameson Williams is
You mean Jalen Hurts? You said Carson Wentz.
no, yeah, because of the Commanders. The Commanders are taking Drake London. That's what I meant.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's exactly what I meant. I swear to God. Yeah, I know Carson Wentz. I know it's confusing because he's 2 years removed from this team.
I
Not
know.
far
I was
off.
thinking of Carson Strong, and I'm like, when did that happen?
No. Yeah, so Jameson Williams fits what I think he fits what the Eagles are doing, where he doesn't have to have the ball as much, and he can be very versatile, especially from Bama. I believe he played with Jalen Hurts at Bama for a year before
I believe that is true. Yes.
he got benched for Tua.
And
So, I think
Jameson
it
Williams
works.
also played with Devontae Smith.
Yeah, exactly.
So-
So I think it works really well for this team. Good Bama guys, good solid core, and you're building up your wide receiver room how you want to.
Yes.
And I think you're making better selections and better mindset for the Eagles. I think you're clear on edge. The edge talent is so good, so good. You keep in mind Jermaine Johnson is still on my board here. And I was going to send over here, but I was like, we have so much ed threats. I don't think we need anything else. You need a corner. You need help on defense. I think you need a corner. You need some defense. But now that you only have 2 first rounders and the cornerback depth is so good, I think we take some other things here. And wide receiver just works really well because I don't think we're going to get a better wide receiver, especially with what's available. So I'd rather go
agree.
Jameson Williams here.
Yeah. Okay. So we agree. Jameson Williams to Eagles.
Yeah. 2. We're 2.
We're 2. We got 2. Okay.
Who do we
So
have 2 of?
16.
Who do we have 2 of? Evan Neal and... That's it. Evan Neal
Yeah.
and...
Evan Neal and Jameson Williams.
Jameson Williams. Shout out to that. Okay, so 16 is the Saints. No,
For me, it's the Giants.
for the Giants. So who do you have the Giants taking here?
Jordan Davis, who's the defensive lineman out of Georgia. I think they bolstered their O-line with Evan Neal at 7. They bolstered the D-line with Jordan Davis at 16. Build up
Makes
their
sense.
trenches from the ground.
Makes sense. That's a good pick. I have the Saints here taking Jermaine Johnson the second at edge. I think they need edge help. I think they're okay. I just need to know what the heck's happening with Michael Thomas.
Yeah, that's the biggest
It's
thing.
literally all I need to understand before I give them a wide receiver. I actually don't think they can take a wide receiver just because of who left the board. Drake London's not there anymore. James Williams isn't there anymore. So I was like, Jermaine Johnson makes the most sense here at
Okay.
16.
I don't hate that. I don't hate that to the Saints at all.
So 17, LA Chargers. Keeping their pick.
I also have them keeping their pick.
Okay.
I think the Chargers honestly just need to bolster their interior a little bit. They're solid at wide receiver. They're solid at quarterback. They're solid at running back. Their secondary is nuts. They might pick up like a linebacker. But overall, I think they just need to bolster their trenches. So given that they went tackle last year with the guy out of Northwestern, I can't remember his name, Rashawn Slater.
Okay.
I think they go interior this time, offensive line. And
Okay.
the best guard, in my opinion, who is listed as a guard and not as a tackle, who I think there are better offensive line prospects at this point in the draft, but they're listed as tackles. So I'm just going to send who is listed as the best guard, which is Kenyon Green out of Texas A&M.
Okay, that's a good pick. I actually don't have that guy on my board at all in the first round. But cool.
Yes, so I have him going 17 to the Chargers.
I think they need. I think something that the Chargers, I don't want to say need. I don't think they have a lot of needs. I think their team is really good. They just got Khalil Mack.
Exactly. They need to just bolster some
They
interior
just need to
stuff.
bolster something, right? For me, I think they need I think they have leaders on their defense, but they don't have like a field general on their defense, if that makes sense.
Yes.
Here, I would normally take a linebacker to do that, but then you have special talent. Like, for example, Tyrann Mathieu is a guy who is a field general, but he plays safety, but he also plays linebacker, and then he plays, like, corner. He plays whatever.
Ooh, I like where you're going
Kyle
with this.
Hamilton is still on my board.
He is. I don't know.
And
if
I
the
think he's
Chargers can resist
perfect.
that.
I think he's a perfect fit for this LA team. I think he is perfect for
Him
that.
and Derwin James is pretty
I'm
solid.
saying. And then on top of it, I think Kyle Hamilton's one of those flexible players. Like, he can move around the field. So that's just my mindset. I think I like him a lot here because he's still on my board and how far he fell. Because I think there's a lot of other needs above. I wouldn't be surprised if, like, the Commanders took him or the Vikings took him instead of Derek Stingley or, like, there. But I think this fits really well.
Yeah.
Even the Eagles. The Eagles haven't signed a safety to replace McLeod. So.
Yep. Not a bad pick. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Speaking of the Eagles,
again at 18.
they're keeping this pick.
They are keeping this pick.
They need a linebacker. We need a linebacker. Please. I've been saying this, I think, since like the season ended, right? That we need a linebacker.
You've been
Nakobe
saying that
Dean.
since the start of last season.
Honestly, Nakobe Dean from Georgia is the perfect fit.
He's still there for me too, and that's I
He's
have the Eagles taking him.
perfect. He is perfect.
So we are
I've wanted them
on
to snag Nakobe
point.
Dean for a minute.
We are on point.
Wow, we like the Eagles, apparently.
With
We
our
know what we're
Eagles.
talking about in Philly.
And we don't have a Broncos pick to get wrong, so you and I know each other very well.
Apparently, yeah. Nakobe Dean, I like Devin Lloyd, but he is off the board for me, right? If I were to pick between the two, I'd personally want Nakobe Dean. I think he would fit better in our defense, just based off of our line and our edge rushes. So I think he'd be perfect. The thing is I pray he falls to us. I think he will, but I'm praying he does. So
Yep, so I have him at 18 as well. So yeah,
I think
I have him actually going before Devin Lloyd.
yeah, I noticed. I actually had him going before Devin Lloyd prior, but I feel like the Falcons could use Devin Lloyd too. So it's like, I don't know. I also think they could use Hamilton. So
Yep. All right, Saints at
19.
19.
okay, so
They are keeping this one.
yeah, same. Obviously, you had them jumping, and you had them taking Pickett.
Malik Willis.
You had him taking Malik Willis or Pickett, depending on the situation.
Right.
Pickett's still available at 19.
Oh, on your board he is, huh?
I'm taking Kenny Pickett.
Okay. Well, Drake London is still available on my board
That's a great pick. I think that's a really good fit.
to pair with Malik Willis too.
Yeah, that's a really good fit. We just have to see if the freaking what's Michael Thomas doing,
Right.
Huh?
And even then, you can't having a second wide receiver isn't the worst thing in the world either.
Never is.
So yeah, I think it's going with Drake London.
Yep. 20. Pittsburgh.
This is a team that could potentially try to move up. I think
For
if
what?
they're desperate for a quarterback.
Yeah. But
I
they're
don't
not.
think they hate Mitch Trubisky though, but at the same time, I think they recognize that he's a bridge quarterback.
I agree.
And I have them at 20, staying there and landing Desmond Ridder.
Oh, okay. So we have two different quarterbacks here. So we have the same mindset. I have been saying this since like midway through the season when I knew it was Big Ben's last year. Like we kind of knew it was his year before the year started. And there's a quarterback that fits his mold and that team, and I think it would be perfect to pair with this roster. Do you know who Do you know who I'm going with here?
Is it Carson Strong?
It is Carson Strong, bro. He is so perfect for this roster. It makes me sick. I don't think he's a first-round quarterback. I don't. But I feel like if you don't take him, he's going to be gone by the time you want him again. Or by the time you're rolling around. I weirdly feel that way. I think they need to take Carson Strong. I think they should take, not need, because there's a lot of good quarterbacks here. Matt Corral's off my board. Malik Willis is off my board. Kenny Pickett's off my board. I still have Sam Howell on my board, right? But I really like Carson Strong to Pittsburgh. I really like Carson Strong to Pittsburgh.
It's not a bad pick. I don't hate it either.
I really like him there. I don't know what it is about him, but I really like him there.
Yeah. So yeah, we're on the same ish page. And I have Desmond Ridder. You have Carson.
Well, we both had Kenny Pickett going to the Saints. Oh no, you had Malik Willis because of the trade. I have Kenny Pickett. We both had quarterbacks. Like we're in the similar boats with teams. We just are going a little different player routes. That's all. And based off availability, makes sense. So,
all right.
21 New England.
New England Patriots, who I think honestly could do a lot here.
They have a lot of wiggle room. I think they have a quarterback. They have a quarterback they like. They have okay receivers, and with the wide receiver class now, I actually don't think they need to take one in this round. Based off of what's remaining.
Yeah, they can get a
they
solid
also
wide
never
receiver
draft.
too.
They're never
going to do it right anyway. So,
I think something that they need to do is protect Mac Jones. They just lost an O-lineman. Didn't they just trade someone? They just traded someone over to Tampa Bay, if I'm not mistaken.
They still have Isaiah Wynn. They still have Trent Brown as tackles. So
Patriots.
I think they might have traded somebody on the interior.
Shaq Mason.
Gotcha.
So we talked about someone that could be versatile on the O-line much long ago in the third pick of the draft. This is where I have Ike Ukongwu at.
Okay.
Going. And I think it's a perfect fit.
I don't mind that at all.
I think it works. I think it's a great trade-off. That's why they traded Shaq. They were like, we could probably snag Ike or someone pretty good in the draft.
Okay. Well, we're on similar-ish vibes because you're like, without Shaq Mason, we need a replacement. I'm on without Dante Hightower, they need a replacement.
Also true.
And this is where I have Devin Lloyd going.
That makes sense. That's a very good pick as well.
Yeah, out of Utah to New England.
Sorry, Alpha messaged me. I have to prep with him later today. And I meant to message him earlier. For some reason, I thought we were recording later, and I just was like, everything has slipped my mind today. All right.
Oh, you're all good.
22.
I got home earlier than I thought I was going to. You're good.
Nice.
Okay,
All right,
22.
So 22.
Previously
Packers.
belonged to the Raiders, now belongs to the Packers, courtesy of the
Davante Adams
trade.
Yes.
And with the Packers being Davante Adams-less,
They need a receiver.
They need a receiver. They better take a wide receiver with the 22nd pick.
I don't have them taking a wide receiver with the 22nd pick based off of talent because of the wide receivers that are left. I have them taking one with their 28th pick.
Okay.
So I still have them taking a receiver, just not here. Something that the Packers have struggled with for a couple years now, and I think it's one of the big reasons why they keep losing when it matters, is their defense. Their defense isn't stopping the run. It's not getting teams off the field. Like, don't get me wrong, Aaron Rodgers isn't having the best games of his life, but even when he balls out, like, puts up 31 points, the other team puts up 34. When he puts up 38, the other team puts up 41. And that's been, like, the issue with the Packers in the playoffs. They need help. Stop the run. Get some pressure. I'm taking an edge here out of Minnesota, Boye Mafe. I think that's how you say his name.
Yes. I don't hate that pick either. He just falls out of my first round.
Okay.
And that's because of something that happens later. But genuinely, he's a first rounder. Could be. And I don't hate that pick to the Packers at all.
It makes sense.
I think, for sanity's sake, if they don't take a wide receiver at 22, they're going to drive the NFL nuts, even if they take one at 28.
Yeah.
So I still have Chris Olave available, or Olave, I don't know how you say his name, but the other wide receiver out of Ohio State is still there at 22, and I think the Packers could take him.
Chris. Oh, my God.
Did you not put him in your first round?
He should be in my first round. Why don't I have him in my first round? What did I do wrong? I moved him, and then I deleted him, and I don't know what I deleted him for. Oh, my gosh. Oh, no. No, this is no good. This is not good at all.
Well, either way.
Oh! I'm fixing it. I got it.
Problem solved. Like nothing even happened.
It's He's from Ohio State, right?
He is.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that's That's... Oh, my God. I'm missing someone. Who am I missing? Chris, I just deleted a wide receiver for him. That I had going to the... Oh, it was... That's right. Okay. I know why I did this. Okay. We're good. I am sorry.
It's all good. I'm sure.
We weren't going to get there for a couple picks anyway. I am
Okay.
so mad at myself. I almost butchered that.
All
Good thing
good.
you said something, because I
Yeah,
forgot.
you're welcome. My camera is being really laggy. I don't know why.
It's
Whatever.
Good. It happens.
Okay.
So moving on to the Cardinals.
Cardinals.
I think they need an edge.
They need an edge. I think they could use one of these linebackers if they're available too.
Yeah.
I don't have them taking an edge
I don't either.
because I think they need.
They need to
Given-
replace Chandler Jones, but I
They
don't
need.
have
I think.
them
That,
in
yeah,
this
that's the
draft.
thing is if they're taking an edge, they're doing it to replace Chandler Jones.
And I don't think
But
there's a player
with
left that can replace him.
The drama that has happened
Yeah, with Kyler Murray.
with Kyler
See
Murray,
that?
I think they're going to protect him. And the Cardinals' O-line is honestly okay, but I think they could benefit from having one of the best O-line prospects, but the fact that he plays center is driving him down. That being Tyler Linderbaum, who is the center out of Iowa.
It's a good pick. Tyler
See-
Linderbaum. I have him go. I think he goes in the second round, but I get it.
Yeah, so yeah, I have him going to the Cardinals here at 23.
This is a guy I had moving up. I think something that Cardinals need help with is defense a lot. Not on the line, more so their secondary. So I've been taking Dax Hill from Michigan.
Okay. I do not have him in my first round. And we're getting to that point where we're going to have some
It's the last
disparity.
couple picks. It makes sense, right?
Yeah.
It makes sense not to do that. So Dax Hill makes sense. I think here. I could see them also taking like a million other people, but Dax Hill is who I have going here.
Okay. Cowboys at 24.
The Cowboys just lost Amari Cooper because they need to get younger with money, or no, less cap space. They're screwing up their cap. I think they're gonna do what the Cowboys always do and take a freaking wide receiver in the first round because they feel like it. Outside of Micah Parsons, obviously, because they needed defense last year and they drafted defense like smart people. But I do think they need to replace Amari Cooper. I think their defense is really good. They kept a lot of their pieces. Their defense is really good. I hate saying that. The defense for the Cowboys is good, though. So I think they're going to go wide receiver, and I think they're going to take Treylon Burks because I think he fits what they have going on over there.
Okay. That's not a bad pick at all. And we're kind of on the same thought process a little bit. You think they need to replace Amari Cooper? I think they need to replace Lyle Collins. And I have them taking
Lyle
Charles
Collins.
Cross.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, that is their offensive lineman, which also makes sense, and I like that pick just as much.
Yes.
That's what I was thinking of putting there, honestly, because I thought about O-line for them, and I was like, their O-line's still pretty good, though.
Yeah.
Are they going to pass up on Burks if he's still there? Who knows?
Yep. So yeah, I have the Cowboys going with Charles Cross out of Mississippi.
25
State.
to Buffalo.
25 to Buffalo. They need secondary help. Maybe pick up another wide receiver. But honestly, Buffalo's good otherwise. So I have them taking who I think is the best corner left at this point, which would be Andrew Booth
Yeah, I agree with that statement.
out of Clemson.
He's definitely the best cornerback left. I don't have them taking quarterback. I actually have them going offense. Something that the Bills significantly lacked, and we say this I think we've said this 2 years in a row now, as a running back.
Interesting.
And I have them taking Brees Hall from Iowa State with this pick.
Interesting. I do not have a running back going in the first round this year.
I almost
If there
didn't,
was
and
one,
then I
it's
looked at
either going to be
Buffalo.
Brees Hall or the guy out of Michigan State. Can't remember his name.
Yeah. The reason
But-
I have Brees Hall going here is because they don't run the ball nearly as much as they need to.
Yes. Yeah, I don't hate that at all, picking a running back here.
And bolstering that, and I think their team's already really good, so
Mm-hmm.
who knows? They're one of the best teams, if not the best team in the AFC. So Titans.
Texans, actually.
You have the Texans. I have the Titans. So the Titans
Yes.
keep this pick. The Titans, I think, need to protect their team. Derrick Henry's a big part of this roster. Obviously, he's the best player on the team. Ryan Tannehill, when he's got pressured a lot in that playoff game, and he threw like 3 picks or something. So they need help on the O-line. I have them just a couple picks after you, but I have them taking Charles Cross from Mississippi State.
Okay. In my case, this is the Texans, and I don't hate that pick for the Titans at all. But the Texans need players.
Period.
And George Karlaftis is still there in my draft picks. So I think the Texans are going
I
to
have
take him.
I have him going to the Texans at 13. That's
Yeah,
hilarious.
so weird how that worked out.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, so
well,
yeah,
it's the same thing that happened with almost a quarterback for the Saints. You just traded up for a different one.
Right, exactly. So yeah, George Kalafdis is still there, the edge rusher out of Purdue. So I have him going to the Texans in my draft at 26.
That makes sense. 27, Tampa Bay. Don't need anything. They need nothing.
Tampa is just solid all around. I think they bolster pieces.
Yep, and I think one of those pieces is their defensive line. They did lose Ndamukong Suh this offseason, so I think they're going to take Jordan Davis here from Georgia.
Okay. I think they would if Jordan Davis was still here. And I think this could be another person who I'll say later, but I actually have Trevor Penning going here. Out of Northern Iowa.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, I have him going 14 to Baltimore. That's crazy.
Yep, I still have him here for 27 to the Bucks.
Makes sense. 28, Tampa Bay. I just said Tampa Bay. Green Bay. The other Bay.
The other Bay.
I think they keep their pick.
I do too.
I could see them trading out for future stuff, but because they have Jordan Love, just
in your exact situation, they better not.
Exactly. That's what I was saying. The same thing. They didn't take a wide receiver. They take a wide receiver at 22, then I can see it. But this is where I have them taking Chris Olave from Ohio State.
Okay.
And
I think very easily could do that because I actually don't have another wide receiver going until like between Packers and Packers.
Yeah.
But given the fact that they took Chris Olave at 22, I think they could use some O-line help. Protect Aaron Rodgers, you might as well. Especially given that David Bakhtiari is coming off an ACL tear.
Right.
So I have Bernard Raymond, who is the O-lineman out of Central Michigan.
That's a good pick. I think that's a great pick for them. That would help a lot. I have them taking edge because they just need to secure wins, bro. They don't secure wins because they get dogged on in playoffs. But yeah, Chris Olave, wide receiver, makes sense. And then your O-line, protect Rodgers. Hopefully they can protect him. Who knows? So 29, Kansas City. They have back-to-back picks here in the first round. I think they keep both of them because they need to kind of still be the best team or attempt to be the best team. They did just lose Tyreek Hill, which sucks. It's a big blow. So I think they take a wide receiver. So much wide receiver depth. Jahan Dotson. I think he's.
That's the one out of North Dakota State, right? No, that's the one out of Penn
Dotson's
State.
from Penn State.
Penn State.
He is literally. He's like similar build to Tyreek Hill. I think he's a good replacement for him. Obviously, you can't just replace Tyreek Hill, but if you're going to try, this is some talent. This is someone that Mahomes can hit. And
who do the Chiefs take at 30? Let's just do these back to back.
I have them double dipping from Penn State. Arnold oh my God, I can't say this guy's name. Ebiketie, he's an edge from Penn State.
Okay.
I think an edge help. Once again, they were in the same boat as the Bills. They could not stop the other team because they could not get pressure to the quarterback.
Yes.
So do that.
So yeah, I think that's exactly what the Chiefs could do is bolster wide receiver, bolster O-line. However, I told you there was one more trade happening.
I assumed it was the Kansas City Chiefs because of the double back-to-back picks.
So yeah, I have the 29 pick, them trading out of the 29 pick, but it doesn't technically matter which one they really trade out of.
Yeah.
So I will say I have a team jumping back into the first round at 29.
Okay.
To take a quarterback.
Okay.
Because I still have Sam Howell available.
Yeah, let me think. Jumping into the first round.
Let me think.
Again. Let me look at this. Again. Traded out. Jump back in. Houston?
It is not Houston.
Okay, I tried. Hold on. They traded their pick out of the first round. It's not New York, right?
No.
I didn't think so. It's not Seattle. Maybe it's Seattle?
No, it is not Seattle.
Trade it. So did you have them already trading their pick?
No.
They're
trading into the first round.
They don't have a first round pick.
They do have a first round pick.
Oh, they're
do.
Okay.
They're trading into the first round pick to pick again.
Okay. Quarterback. Who needs a quarterback? The Cardinals? No, they don't need a quarterback. No. What am I talking about? They might need a quarterback.
You're kind of in the right thought process-ish, though. Thinking Red Birds.
Red Birds? There's no other Red Birds. I don't know what you're talking about.
That's not true.
Atlanta.
It's Atlanta.
I'm like, what are you talking? Yes. We don't talk about them, bro.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I have Atlanta trading back in at 29. I just to spice it up,
Okay.
honestly. And I had them grabbing Sam Howell, the quarterback out of UNC, North Carolina.
Yeah, it's good. And then who do you have them taking? Who do the Chiefs have at 30?
I agree they need to replace Tyreek Hill. And I still have Traylon Burks available. So I think the Chiefs will take him out of Arkansas.
I had him go. Where did I have him going?
I feel like you said his name earlier.
Cowboys. I did.
Cowboys.
Yeah, I'm
That's
going
what
to
it was,
Cowboys. 31. There is a very big the Bengals pick, by the way. There's a very big name that I think has been sitting here for a while, and something that would really help the Bengals set them over top. They have a lot of good rookie contracts right now. They're good on money. They spent a lot on their O line, so I don't think they need O line. They need a secondary, and who hasn't been named on my draft yet? Andrew Booth.
Yep.
Have him going to Cincy. I think it's a great pick.
The thing
Perfect.
is, I agree. I think Cincinnati, the best pick for Cincinnati, I think, would be a corner. I don't think there's a corner worth taking at 31 left at this point, given that Andrew Booth is gone for me.
Exactly.
So I have them taking Devontae Wyatt, who's the other defensive lineman out of Georgia.
That's understandable.
So yeah,
And
going
last but
31
not
to the
least,
Bengals.
32.
32 Rams. I have them staying at this
Detroit.
pick.
It's Detroit's pick,
It
right?
is. And I think they could do a lot. I think they could take a wide receiver here if they're committed to Jared Goff.
Yeah.
I wanted to be a little bit interesting, and I'm
I
assuming
don't think
you
they're
did the
committed
same
to Jared
thing.
Goff. Yeah, I haven't taken a quarterback.
Yep. I do too.
Okay, which quarterback?
My boy,
Carson?
Carson Strong.
Carson Strong! Yeah! First round, Carson Strong! I'm taking Sam Howell. He's the only one left that... Yeah, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
Carson! I am so high on Carson Strong. I've been so high on him all year. I'm going to be depressed if he's a bust. Like,
Me too,
straight
dude.
up.
I love Carson. He's the nicest kid in the world. I love Carson Strong.
I think I would like for the Lions to also take his running mate, the receiver, in a
Romeo
round
Doubs.
or two later. Yeah, like third or fourth round would be like chef's kiss. It'd be super good for
Would
him.
be kind of nice, yeah. I love me some Carson Strong. I wanted to, honestly, I really just wanted him to be a first round pick. I'm like, the Lions could do a lot here. Let's just have some fun. I threw him Carson Strong.
Right. All right.
All
Well,
right, that's our complete
that's
first
it.
round pick. First round draft, mock draft.
yeah.
Mine with three trades, yours with none.
Yeah, I didn't have the mindset to do it.
Yeah.
But we're not done. We're not done.
We
here.
are not done. We have other business
have-
to attend to.
Other business to attend to, and that is the defensive draft for our mock drafts, our fun drafts. So for anyone who doesn't know, you can't take a player from the same team. So like right now we've drafted 11 players.
We
can't
have our
have-
entire offense. Here,
Yes.
do you want to recap your offense? I'll recap mine.
Yes. So I have Patty Mahomes, Christian
That's
McCaffrey.
who
Oh,
I
that's
have,
your team.
homeboy.
I have Josh Allen, Derrick Henry. That's why I took Henry at the first pick. D-Hop, Hunter Renfrow, Tyler Boyd, Travis Kelce, Taron Armstead, Zach Martin, Ryan Jensen, Jack Driscoll, and Penny Sewell.
I have
Eric has
Patty Mahomes, Christian McCaffrey, Devontae Adams, Chris Godwin, Tim Patrick, George Kittle, Ronnie Stanley, Quentin Nelson, Corey Linsley, Wyatt Teller, and Ryan Ramczyk.
Now, the reason that we have, like, Boyd and Patrick instead of, like, God receivers is because we had to take a wide receiver 3. That was the force of it. Here, it's a lot more free.
Yes.
Very much free.
Because
So,
defenses are so variable, what Davion had decided to do
yes.
was you have to take 2 corners, you have to take 2 safeties, you have to take a middle linebacker, you have to take a defensive interior.
Yes.
Outside of that, you get free picks. You could take
Right,
another
because you're-
corner, you could take outside
Yes.
linebackers, you could take
Right.
defensive end type rushers, whatever you need to do.
I have a question.
I have an answer.
Okay, wait. Who drafted first? You did, right? You took Pat Mahomes first?
That is correct. So I was going to let you go first this time.
Okay. I know who I want to take with my first pick, but I don't know how fair this is. Because I want to take Matthew. Desperately.
Tyrann Mathieu.
Yeah, but he's not playing for a team currently.
Just put him as the Eagles. It's fine.
I can't. I have
know.
Jack Driscoll.
I'm kidding.
I would cry if he signs. But, like, I guess it makes sense. Like, should we just say Nolan Void, don't take him at all? Because I think he's one of the best, if not the best safety in the game.
I mean, that's up to you. I'll let you.
Because I also have the
deciding-
Chiefs. You have the
deciding
Chiefs. I feel like he potentially going to the Eagles. He might go to the Saints. I have Saints wide open. That's my thing. If he ends up going to the Saints, I'll be upset that I didn't take him in this draft.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Okay, how about this? I'm going to draft a safety. But I'm going to put Tyrann Mathieu. If he goes to the Saints.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. That doesn't make sense because what if I take a Saint later?
Yeah.
God. Who on the Saints would I even consider taking? Let me look real quick. Depth chart. What y'all got? What y'all got on here? On defense. Oh, Cam Jordan.
Yeah, Cam Jordan, if it's anybody.
C.J. Gardner-Johnson's pretty good. I don't know if he's like... They have Marcus May? Holy. Wait, their team is ridiculous. They have Paulson Adebo, Marshawn Lattimore, C.J. Gardner-Johnson, and Marcus May?
Mm-hmm.
That's a ridiculous... What do they need Matthew for? That's nuts. Yeah. Anyway. Okay. You ready for the greatest left field pick out of the 21st century?
Mm-hmm.
I know you can't take... Oh, no, you can't take him. I'm going to take him anyway now. I want Pat.
You need to be a little bit more specific.
Patrick Surtain.
Pat Surtain. Okay.
I do want Pat Surtain. Dude,
okay. I'm not opposed
he's
to that.
so good. I know you can't take him, but I want to take him right now anyway.
Okay.
So freaking good, dude.
All right. Well, I'm glad you made the decision that you did because, listen, I was expecting to have to play off of you because I
Okay.
had two players in mind. I figured you were going to take one of them. You took neither.
What were the two?
Well, neither of
You're
us
gonna
took
take both
Rams
of them,
on
aren't you?
offense.
Huh?
Neither of us took Rams.
Neither of us took Rams. So I forgot Aaron Donald existed, honestly.
I was going to take Aaron Donald. If you were going to take Aaron Donald, I was just going to take Jalen Ramsey and call it a day.
That's fun.
So I'm going to go with Aaron Donald. He is listed as a defensive end, so we'll say that is one of my first free picks.
Yeah. Makes sense.
And now comes the tricky part.
Right.
I have three players in mind that I for sure would like.
Mm-hmm.
Given that you cannot take them, though, I'm not going to take them.
Right.
Because I'll tell you right now, I have in mind Davion Howard,
Mm-hmm.
I have in mind Micah Parsons, and I have in mind Fletcher Cox.
That's fine.
And you can't take any of them.
Yeah, it's true.
Because you have a
Facts.
Dolphin, you have a Cowboy, you have an Eagle.
Yep.
So
Facts.
now I need to think about what I want to do with this. Unfortunately, I took Corey Linsley as my center, so I can't get a Charger. So here is what I'm thinking. That's right. I took Tim Patrick too.
You're gonna look at my picks and be like, wait, what did you say? if I get
What did he say? Wait, can you take him? No, that's right. You almost took him. So then, yeah, I think this is pretty free. Is to take Harrison Smith right here.
That's a good pick. It's a good pick. It's a really good pick.
Because you almost took Adam Thielen last time.
Yes.
But you didn't. So
I didn't.
You do
Adam
not have a
Thielen's
Viking,
too.
and I'm going to take a Viking before you get the chance. So yeah, I'm going to go with Harrison Smith at safety.
All right. So you have a Niner.
I do have a Niner.
And you have a Charger.
And I do have a Charger.
I'm letting you know
thought
right
about
now,
that too.
I'm taking both Bosas at some point.
Okay, Bosa squared. That's not bad.
I'm taking both of them, just not right now. I'm letting you know, though, that it's happening. I think there's a good chance to take a linebacker because I'm thinking of the middle linebackers in the league that are really, really, like, out of this world floor generals. And honestly, I would take Micah Parsons straight up, but I have a Cowboy already. That's who I really want, and I feel like that's who you're going to end up taking.
Mm-hmm. That's
he's
definitely
like,
who I'm going to take.
It's perfect. He's so good.
But you have a Cowboy, so...
Yeah. So I can say that openly, because you have... Oh, man.
That's what makes this hard, dude.
Oh, man.
It's like, I can't take
like
any
Bobby-
Ravens, I can't take any Chargers, I can't take any Niners, I can't take any Broncos. I don't think Tim Patrick was worth not being able to take a defensive Bronco.
And I don't have
I'll be
a buck.
honest.
I don't have a buck. I can't take freaking Levante.
Yeah.
Do I have a Colt?
You don't have a Colts.
You have a Colt. Darius Leonard's not a bad pick.
That's not bad.
Oh, do I have a Bear? Do you have a Bear?
Neither
I'm
of
going
us
to take
have Bears.
Roquan Smith.
That's not a bad pick at all.
That's actually a really good pick. At least, I don't even have a copy pasta for the Bears.
I got you.
Unfortunate.
I have this
That's a
memorized.
really good-
I've only done it so much.
I think it's a solid pick.
I know all the color combinations up here in the dome.
There's some good guys.
And actually, I've been playing with it, switching up a couple of them for this year. Like this one right here, Tyler Boyd is now black and orange, not orange and black.
Oh, so you swapped it so it looks better.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I like that. I think Roquan Smith's a good pick. I think that might be my
No, that's
favorite.
a solid pick for sure.
Because based off of what I have left, right? Like I can't take Levante David. I can't take Bobby Wagner. He plays for the Rams because I'm going to take Jalen Ramsey. That's my other one. I wanted Pat. And then again, I didn't have to take him yet a Bronco. But you already have Aaron Donald, so I'll take Jalen.
Yeah.
Take Jalen Ramsey. Probably not right now. Not right now. I'm going to eventually. You can't take either of the Bosas from me. I really want to take the Bosas. I'm looking and try to play this strategically to the point where you have to take, like you could take this person.
That's exactly what I'm trying to do right now.
Yeah, because I know you can't. I'm definitely gonna take the Bosas because I think they're best, like some of the best available for what's there. And like I also was thinking, oh, I could take Khalil, but he's on the Chargers now, and I'd rather have Joey Bosa. Oof, man, this guy's man, and Jalen Ramsey's a Ram, so I'm good there. So he's Rams. What do I have? Let me think. Tyrann Mathieu not signing with the team is throwing this wrench into the plans. Because I think he's the best safety in the game. Like, I think he might be the best safety in the game. He's really good. Seriously, I don't even know. What don't I have? I don't have, like what the... I need a defensive tackle. Okay, what defensive tackles are there in the league that I don't like? Because the only people that are coming to my head right now are Eagles. But I already have them. I already have an Eagle. Let's think. I'm not going to lie. I'm just Googling defensive tackle rankings. You already took... Aaron Donalds is listed as an end?
He is.
I thought he was a defensive tackle. That's crazy. Do I have a Steeler? You don't have a Steeler. I'm taking Cameron Hayward.
Okay.
I think that's what I want. Yeah,
He's listed as an end, but honestly, Cameron Hayward is a defensive tackle.
Yeah, I think Aaron Donald's also a defensive tackle, but like he's fine where he is. Wait, do I want him? Wait a minute, I have to rethink my logic here for a second. Oh, what the fuck am I doing? Give me TJ Watt. Fuck this.
Okay, I was gonna say like if that was the one thing I was hoping you wouldn't notice.
What am I doing? Give me TJ. I'm about to have like 5 defensive linemen, and I'm not gonna care about it because they're so versatile.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
I was looking at people, and I was like, ooh, DeForest Buckner. I was like, I clicked this. I was like, wait a minute. I'm missing a key person here. Give me TJ, bro. All right, TJ and Roquan. I think that's great. I think that works really well. And then I'll end up having Jalen Ramsey and both Bosas. I just need a defensive tackle.
Okay. Well, I need to figure out. Okay, sweet.
Okay, who the fuck am I gonna stick at defensive tackle now?
Okay. I think this is pretty free here. Is to take Jair Alexander right now.
That's great. Yeah, I don't see like. That's fine. I wasn't going to take him, and honestly, I could have paired Jair and Jalen, and I didn't, and I kind of upset about it, but it's fine. I think I like Pat Surtain more, because we were talking about dynasty-wise. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But technically, they're both young.
So wait. I'm just trying to do my math here, because I have a little sticky note of all the players I plan to take.
Oh, wow. You planned. I did not
I did,
strategically do this at all, and I'm regretting it every day.
Okay, so by my math... That's a corner. I have 5 here, 3 on there. Okay, so I need 3 more free players, it seems like. Because I have my last corner planned, my last safety planned, my middle linebacker planned, my D tackle planned, and I have 1 free planned. So it seems like I just need 3 free players. So I think I want to look at possibly another edge rusher type. Given that I have one in mind as well. But to have like 3 edge rushers is honestly pretty freaking good. I'll take that. So let's look at some options here. Ooh, oh no, I can't take him. I was gonna take. I'm not gonna give you that idea. Wait, you can't take him either, huh? Yes, you can. I'm not giving you that idea. Ooh, that's not bad.
Oh, I'm realizing who you can take at a safety position. I'm really sad about it because I can't take them.
Yeah. Yes.
Do you know? Do you know?
I think I know what you're thinking of.
Who?
Minka Fitzpatrick.
Well, yes, but that's not the that was first, and then there was another person after that.
Well, I'm planning on taking Minka Fitzpatrick, just so you
Yeah,
know.
Buda Baker was another one.
Ooh, that's not bad.
I really want Tyrann, bro. That's so depressing. Sign with a team. If you signed with the Saints, you were on first on my list.
Okay, I think this is pretty free here.
Mm.
And that's to take Chase Young.
That's a good pick. It's a good pick in the sense that I don't think I need him because of who else I'm taking. I think I'm taking both Bosas. I think it's just better for me. So you took Jair and Chase Young, yes?
Correct.
Could you imagine having Aaron Donald and Chase Young on the same line?
That's the idea.
That sounds depressing. But, like, I'm pairing TJ Watt and the Bosas, so I'm content.
That's valid.
With Roquan Smith as my
Yeah.
field general. And, we need some safety help.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to try to... I know who you're taking, but I feel like I'm at this situation where it doesn't matter. Because I know I'm taking the Bosas. I'm probably going to take another corner. I'll probably take 2 corners, I think, to end my draft off. So we're taking Ramsey. I know what safeties I want. I need a defensive tackle. Desperately. Just don't know what I would take. Because, like, Fletcher Cox is the first person that comes to my mind with tackles.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, Milton afterwards. But it's like I can't take either. Milton Williams from the Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
I can't take either of them. Can't take Chris Jones from the Chiefs. I could take a Colt. I could take a Packer. I could take Washington. Is there another? I don't think there's another. Their best players are on the edge, right? Because their other edge players, Sweat. He's solid. Oh, man. This is tough. This becomes tough strictly because of the team thing.
Yeah.
Which makes it fun. I like it. But it's like, dang. Ah, man. Who else am I going to take from the Packers? Like, you already took Jair. I think I need to look at corners here because I think you're going to be able to take them. But I really think I need to take my defensive tackle here. No, I don't, because the person I want is I think I'm going to end up taking, like, Kenny Clark.
Okay.
To pair with Bosa's and Watt. Sounds fun.
Wait, don't you have... you have... No, I'm thinking of Frank Clark. Never mind.
Yeah.
I'm like, you have Travis Kelce. What are you doing?
Yeah, Kenny Clark's from the... Now I'm trying to think of... Because you can't take my... You could take my safety, but I don't think you're going to take my safety. You're taking Minka. So I don't think you're going to end up taking who I want at safety. And even if you do, I feel like I have good options to back that up. Not really. Anyway. So I think I should take some corners. Not named Jalen Ramsey. So now I need to think. 'Cause I already took Pat Surtain. All right? And I think he's one of the best. I have Josh Allen. I have Taron Armstead. I don't have a Raven, though. So I will gladly take Marlon Humphrey as one of my free picks. I think that's a good pick.
Okay, so then you took Marlon Humphrey. That's your first one.
That's it. Yeah, I haven't taken a second one yet. I'm thinking of who else. Got it. Denzel Ward. That's my other one. I think that works.
Okay.
I think that'll work. I think that'll do it. And then I'll take the Bosa's. That, and I need 2 safeties and then Jalen Ramsey. Okay, we're good. We're good.
Okay.
I think that'll work.
Question. Because this
Answer.
matters. We had discussed doing this as well,
Yes.
and it matters now, given what you've just committed to.
Okay.
We're doing special teams as well.
Are we doing it right now?
Are we doing it at all? And then are we doing it right now?
I would love to do it, period.
Okay.
I know, I
Then-
really wanted to take Justin Tucker, but I feel like I had to
I know,
bootstrap this.
and this kind of forces my hand a little bit, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
So, do you want to take special teams now? No,
Yeah,
I feel like
that's
that's unfair.
We can
Let's
take it next
finish
week.
let's finish our defense. We'll do the special teams after we finish our entire defense.
Okay.
If we continue the same logic, it seems like I get a pick first anyways.
Yes. So
We're
you would
good.
have taken Tucker regardless.
I don't want Justin Tucker. I have Ronnie Stanley. You have forced my hand by taking a Raven, though, because now you can't take Justin Tucker, which means I have
Right.
to take who I think you will. Anyways, looking at options here,
Okay.
and I'm trying to just honestly get players that I know you can't take, which I have in mind who I want.
Okay.
Okay, so I just gotta do a little math here.
Suspense.
I think I would like another, true linebacker edge rusher, not
Okay.
defensive end edge rusher. Unfortunately, I'm running out of teams.
Yeah, that's why I think TJ Watt was perfect for that. Because I think he could do that.
So I think this
I'm
one
definitely
is-
running like a nickel defense. That's for sure. I have like zero.
I think this isn't a bad pick here, given
Okay.
that I do not have a Titan. I'm gonna go with Bud Dupree,
Great pick. That's a good pick. That's a really good pick. I think Bud's a great pick.
and because by my logic, I think everybody who I want, you can't take anybody that I want left. So
That's been my logic so far. I'm like trying to think because it's like Jalen, the Bosas.
yes. So then I think I'm just gonna get who I think is the most valuable player left, which
Okay.
would be Von Miller.
That's fine.
I
I couldn't
have
take
to.
a Buffalo Bill anyway.
I have to.
I'm just gonna go ahead and do I'm just gonna pick Jalen Ramsey now. And I'm gonna take Joey Bosa from LA Chargers.
Okay. So then I'm going to go with. I'll go with Micah Parsons.
Yeah, which I expect 100%. I would have taken him if I could.
And I think at this point, I'm just going to go with my other corner, which I plan to be Xavier Howard.
Oh yeah, and I couldn't take him either. He was on
Yep.
my list.
Exactly.
Okay. I don't have a Packer and I don't have a Seahawk. So that's where my safeties come into play. I'm gonna take Adrian Amos
Okay.
and Jamal Adams.
Okay. Solid picks. At one point, I did consider Jamal Adams.
That's who I thought you were gonna pick at first, and then I thought about it. I was like, he's not gonna take him because the other safety.
So then I'm going to take Minka Fitzpatrick,
Yeah, exactly.
who is a Steeler. And I'm going to take Fletcher Cox.
Yeah, I respect that. All right, so then, oh shit! No, wait, I didn't want to take Adrian Amos. There was a reason I didn't want to take him. I wanted to take, I wanted to take Kenny Clark, so I wasn't gonna take Adrian Amos. I'm so sorry.
That's fine. I mean, I can't take a safety.
It doesn't affect. It doesn't affect anyway.
Doesn't change much.
But, shoot, who was I gonna end up taking out of this? Oh, dang. Shoot. I remember now. Marcus May. That's who changed. He's now on the Saints, and I don't have a Saint.
Okay.
That's what. My bad. I
That works.
apologize.
Okay.
So then my actual end of draft is going to be Kenny Clark from the Packers
Okay.
and Nick Bosa from the Niners.
Okay. So then my last pick, I can take pretty much whoever I want. I would like to do like another nickel defense, but honestly, I would rather take like another secondary help who could also be an enforcer inside. And honestly, you gave me this idea. I'll go with Buda Baker.
It's a great pick. I think it's perfect. I can't take him, so.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, the defense is I think your offense is slightly better. Obviously, I think either one of those can win at any given time because of the sheer talent on the teams. Oh, the defense is a little bit more questionable. I think it's more up in the air.
Yeah.
You have probably the best defensive player ever.
Yeah.
Aaron Donald.
I think we'll put this to a poll, maybe Twitter poll.
Yeah, we might have to post the teams and throw a Twitter poll up.
Yeah, I'm gonna put
something.
this in the Discord for the boys and say like, who has the better team?
Wait. We gotta do special teams first.
Yeah, once we're done, of course.
Yeah.
Okay, so then,
you go first.
Okay, you
keep
forced
the
my
same thing.
hand, and I have to. Okay, I'm taking Young Hoku.
No!
You forced my hand, dude.
No, you didn't do that to me.
You forced my hand, dude.
You took the coup.
If you're not going to take Justin Tucker, I'm taking the best kicker in the league outside of him.
I was going to take coup.
I know. That's why I'm like, you have no idea how bad I wanted to take AJ Terrell as my last free pick, but I'm like, no, save it for Young Ho.
Oh, I'm sad now. I'm actually, that was like, oh, I get coup. We're fine. Psych. Oh, man. Oh, man. Well, okay. You know who I don't have? Oh my gosh. You know who neither of us took? Oh, we both have Raiders. Never mind. We couldn't have taken them. Do I have a Texan?
Wait a minute.
Max Crosby?
Wait a minute.
Yeah? Where did this guy go? I guess that's the real question. Where did you get drafted? Where did you get put to? Ah, perfect. Just what I needed.
might be willing
You might be willing.
to forfeit Young Ho.
4.
You can't take a Bengal. I could.
You're right. He is a stud. He is a stud.
I could take Shooter.
You could take him. He's a stud.
Go for it. Take Young Ho.
Yes!
I'll take Shooter.
Ah, yes. Yes, he gave me the coup. He gave me coup. I'm happy. I'm content. I'm content. I can live with this now.
Okay.
I'm taking a punter.
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking Johnny Hecker.
Okay,
I know what you're thinking.
I can't.
I know.
Go for
I know.
it.
I know you can't. I'm taking him because
I know. I thought about it. I'm like, Johnny Hecker is so freaking free, dude.
he's on the He's on the Panthers.
But yeah, I took Christian McCaffrey.
Oh wait. Oh, I did that backwards.
Invert that.
And then this. Wait. What?
It's okay.
Oh, I'm doing it all the way over there. Ah.
Okay.
There we go.
If I'm just like looking at the teams who I don't have yet, right? I'm gonna go with. Well, actually, no, you can't take him. I mean, I'm gonna take him before you get. I'm gonna make you Google a fullback, basically, because I'm gonna take the third fullback who I know. Because neither of us can take Patrick Ricard, neither of us can take you.
Don't do it.
I'm gonna take Andy Janovich.
Why are you sniping all of my special teams players? How is this even a thing?
We decided to throw fullbacks in with the special teamers because we want to give some fullbacks a love from the offense episodes. So yeah, listen.
I can't even take Derek Watt. Like
when else am I going to take a Texan, dude?
Wait, I don't have a Steeler. I can take Derek Watt.
You literally have TJ Watt.
Oh, I do have TJ Watt. I have the other Watt. Gosh darn it. I want TJ. I don't have a Viking. I could take CJ Ham. He's the second highest paid fullback in the league.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know who he is. I know who Andy Janovich is, though. I'm sad. I'm actually kind of sad that you took Jennings. Okay, can I... Wait. I don't have a Raven? Yeah, I do have Marlon Humphrey. Okay. Yeah, I'll probably end up taking CJ Ham, I guess, but not right now. You have another pick.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's right. I do have another pick. Well, then I'm going to take... Listen, I don't think this is, like, the best punter on the board, but at the same time, nobody's going to take a Jet, so I'm going to take Thomas Morstead, who is on the Jet.
Okay.
And I'm going to be happy about that.
He plays for the Chargers. Dang it. Who do you play for? Who he play for? Perfect. That's what I'm going to take, I think. Okay, I'm going to take my returner now.
Okay.
I'm going to take DeAndre Carter.
Okay.
He's from the Washington football team. I looked up returners and I looked up their stats because all the ones I don't know all the ones I do know play for teams I already have, like Byron Pringle and those type of dudes.
Yeah.
Wait, Pringle signed with the Bears. I have a bear, real quick.
You have a bear.
Tony Pollard, those type of dudes, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take DeAndre Carter. He has a touchdown. He has 900. He's second most yards this year in returner, kickoff returns. Oh, I didn't look at punt returns. Hold on. Let me look this up just to confirm. Ooh, wait a minute. Who do you play for? I already have a Steeler. I can't take Ray. Okay. I'm gonna stick with my guns. Oh, I already forgot the dude's name. DeAndre Carter from
Now go ahead. Google best
Commanders.
best fullbacks in the NFL.
I've been looking. I think I know who I'm gonna take. I'm probably gonna take CJ Ham. But
Okay. Who does he even play for?
the Vikings.
Okay.
A good thing I didn't take friggin' what's his face now? Thielen. I guess. Now it's time to look up long snappers in the NFL. The only one I know is the one that plays for the Eagles, and I forgot his name. Oh man, I'm sad. Okay, let's think. The thing that makes this hard is that Rick Lovato, that's his name. Love him. Good guy. All right, long snappers. What team don't I have? I have a Bronco. I have a Steeler. I have a Packer. I don't have a Jaguar. I don't have a Lion. I do have a Lion. Penei Sewell. Wow. Do I have a Brown?
You do?
I got Denzel. I have a Jet.
You do not have a Jet.
I just want this guy just because of his name. I want Thomas Hennessy.
It's a good name. Okay.
That's all I want him. That's it.
Okay, so then, who does he play for?
The Jets.
Okay, sure. Okay, I'm very impressed that none of us managed to do this, even accidentally. But I just looked up best NFL punters or long snappers, excuse me, and the highest paid long snapper is Joe Cardona, who plays for the Patriots, which somehow neither of us drafted a Patriot.
That's crazy.
So I'm gonna go with Joe Cardona,
Nice.
whoever the heck that is. Shout out to Joe Cardona.
All right, and your returner?
This
You
is
don't have
kind
a Steeler.
I have something far more sinister planned. And I do have a Steeler. His name is Minka Fitzpatrick.
Oh, that's right. I'm staring right at Minka Fitzpatrick. All right, you're much more sinister. I'm ready. Does that count?
Why doesn't that count?
Does he return?
Absolutely, he returns.
I'll let you slide. Cordero Patterson. That's honestly the best pick you could think of.
He's listed
Fullback.
as the kick returner for the Falcons.
I'll let it slide.
And this is, listen, it's kind of a scumbag move, I'll admit it, but this is why I was willing to part with Young Ho.
I'd rather have Young Ho. Let's be real.
So
If I was going to take a Falcon, I was taking Young Ho. DeAndre Carter's a solid returner.
We didn't even say it out loud because I wanted to type it. I wanted to see your reaction. I think that's worth 1,000
good
words. But
That's a good pick.
my returner is going to be Cordell Patterson.
That's a good pick. And I took CJ Ham as my fullback. I think you have the better returner. My punter is better. I will say that right off the bat, and I will not take no for an argument.
No, that's valid. Sure. I think you have an edge on
I'm gonna
kicker,
get
too.
bonus points just for having Young Hoku on my roster.
That's true. I think you win. Like ball game. Sorry. Okay, so
I think it's gonna be close.
You want to break down the whole team?
All right.
So from bottom to the top, you first, Mr. Host.
Thomas Hennessy is my long snapper. CJ Ham is my fullback. DeAndre Carter is my returner. Johnny Hecker is my punter. Young Ho Koo is my kicker. On defense, I have 5 free picks. I have 2 corners, Denzel Ward, Marlon Humphrey, and 2 edges in Nick Bosa and Joey Bosa. And then I took TJ Watt as like a linebacker hybrid. My D tackle is Kenny Clark. My middle linebacker is Roquan Smith. My safeties are Jamal Adams and Marcus May. And my corners are Patrick Surtain II and Jalen Ramsey.
So you're running like a 3-4-3-2-6, I think, at this point.
It's like a 3-2-5. Wait.
No, I guess Jamal Adams is more of like a
4-2-5?
linebacker type safety. So
Maybe
I think
it could be like a 4-3-5.
I think you're running like a 3-3-5.
3-3-5. That makes sense.
Yeah, if you're running 4-3-5, you're getting penalized, my friend. I'm sorry.
You're right. 4-3-4 would be what it is. Yeah, 3-3-4, a 3-3-5.
Okay, that's
Which
not
I think
bad.
is solid. I think it's solid.
I think I'm
especially
kinda,
with the cornerbacks that
I think I'm kind of running a 3-3-5, 3-4-4 type hybrid thing with Buda Baker mostly.
Yeah, and
So,
Micah
yeah, I get
Parsons
it.
can play anywhere. So
Yeah.
then on offense, my offensive line consists of Penei Sewell, Jack Driscoll, Ryan Jensen, Zach Martin, and Taron Armstead. My tight end is the best tight end in the game, Travis Kelce. I will not take that as a wrong answer. Tyler Boyd's my wide receiver 3. Hunter Renfrow is my 2. And DeAndre Hopkins is my 1. I think you may get me at wide receiver because of the Chris Godwin. Just because of Chris Godwin. But I think Boyd is better than Patrick. But it's close. Very close. Derrick Henry is my running back, the king. And then Josh Allen at quarterback.
Okay.
Which, you can't get better than Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes, honestly.
It's true. Yeah, so offensively, I have Pat Mahomes at quarterback. Running back, I have Christian McCaffrey, who, if he's healthy, is a solid choice. But at the same time, when I took him, I wasn't even thinking of defense returners, anything, or special teams, anything like that. I'm like,
we didn't think of it either, and then
when am I gonna take a
ended
Panther?
it, and we were like, wait a minute.
I'm like, when am I gonna take a Panther? So like,
Obviously,
I
at
thought Christian
punter when you
McCaffrey
take
was
Johnny
pretty free.
Hecker.
Exactly, I could have had Johnny Hecker. I would rather have taken, honestly, like a solid running back. Like I would have taken probably Dalvin Cook if I was thinking about Johnny Hecker, honestly.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. That's the only time anybody's ever said that. Put that shit on TikTok.
There you go.
My receivers, I have Devontae Adams, Chris Godwin, Tim Patrick. Tight end is George Kittle. My O-line is Ronnie Stanley, Quentin Nelson, Corey Lindsey, Wyatt Teller, and Ryan Ramczyk. Defensively, I'm running like we'll call it a 3-4-4. So on the D-line, we're running Fletcher Cox in the middle with Aaron Donald and Chase Young on the edge. Linebacking core consists of Micah Parsons in the middle, Von Miller and Bud Dupree on the outside, and I think Minka Fitzpatrick and Buda Baker both can rotate between like safety and linebacker positions. The other one is running safety alongside Harrison Smith. On the outside, I have Jair Alexander and Davion Howard.
Okay. I think your safety rotations is really good. Like Minka and Buda can play pretty much anywhere.
Exactly, and you have Harrison Smith as like a true cover guy, and he's honestly a tough
exactly.
as hell safety too.
Yeah, he's a strong safety.
Yeah.
For a reason.
Kicking, I have Shooter McPherson. Punting, I have Thomas Morstead, just because we need to give some love to the Jets. Returning, I have
took their
Cordero
long
Patterson. At fullback, I have Jano. And long snapper, I have Joe Cardona. So then, so by my math, that puts us at 27 players, meaning there were 5 teams that each of us didn't use. And I'm trying to figure out who that was. Like, I don't think either of us took Giants.
Let's see. Teams not used. But teams not used. Okay, the Giants. I don't think I took a Giant, obviously. I don't see one. Well, time to pull up an NFL team. NFL teams.
No, I want to try to see if we could do this without it.
Okay.
We're gonna be big boys, okay? I do not have. I have a Cowboy. We don't have Jaguars.
Oh yeah.
You don't have a Patriot. I do.
Patriots.
I don't have a Bear though.
Yeah, I do have a Bear.
I don't have a Seahawk. You do.
I have Jamal Adams, right?
And
You don't have a Charger.
I have a Charger. I have Corey Linsley.
Oh, you have Corey Lindsey. Here you go. Okay.
So then I am missing. This is gonna bug the hell out of me, and that's why I like this.
Okay, so Bills.
I don't have a
You
lion.
have the Bills. You don't have a lion. There you go. Here's your 5. What are my 2 I'm missing? Giants, Jags were the only things we had in common. I didn't take a Patriots. I took a line because Penei Sewell I feel like is a good pick.
Yeah.
He's probably the only one we're salvaging off that roster.
Yeah, at this point, probably.
Surprisingly, we both took Falcons, but like, how do you not take Koo and Cordero? Those are
Right,
like
yeah.
the 2 redeeming qualities of that roster.
Uh,
Let's think. Buffalo. Okay, let me look through it. The East. Okay,
Yeah.
AFC East. I have Buffalo.
I'm doing the NFC right now, which you have it besides the Giants.
Okay, Buffalo, New England. I didn't
there you
have.
go.
Who else is in that division?
You're missing people
Jets.
out of the AFC. I'll tell you that. I just went through the entire NFC. You have
Jets. I have.
You have the entire NFC outside of the Giants.
Who's the other NFC or
It's
AFC East?
Patriots, Dolphins, Jets, Bills.
Dolphins. Do I have
You
a
have a
dolphin?
dolphin.
I have a dolphin. Okay. AFC West is Broncos, which I have.
Chargers,
Chargers,
Which
who
you
I
have.
have. I have Chiefs,
who you have,
And
and Raiders,
Raiders.
who you have.
I have. I have Hunter
So
Renfrow.
AFC
Okay.
North, you have a
AFC
Bengal,
North,
you have a Brown,
a Bengal.
you have a
I have
Steeler.
a Bengal, a Brown, a Steeler,
You have a Raven.
and I have a Raven.
You don't have a Colt,
I do not have a Colt.
and you don't have a Texan.
There you go.
Dude, you really shafted the AFC South.
Well, get better talent. Texans don't have good talent. Who did you take off the Texans? You took that fullback.
Andy Jano, yeah.
I was like, who did you take from the Colts? Oh, they're O-lineman. Quentin Nelson's probably one of the better players from there. Yeah, that makes sense. Neither of us like the Giants.
Well, here's what we have decided is that I believe the Giants and Jaguars are the worst teams in the NFL. There you go.
Facts.
We have answered the question.
There you go. And the Patriots have good pieces, but like Mac Jones or Josh Allen. There you go. That's all you needed to know.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a McCourty is justifiable here.
Valid.
Maybe a McCourty. That's about it. I'm trying to think of other, like, instead of Koo, like, Pitts, but like it's either Kelsey or Kittle. Like what? Unless I was planning to take a Chief, like if I was taking Tyrann Mathieu, that would have made sense. Taking like Kyle Pitts instead of Travis Kelsey, and then taking Matthew as a safety makes sense. That's the only thing I could think of to like. That's like thinking long term though. Who knows?
Okay. Well, this is a very interesting experiment. I like this.
It's fun. It was fun. We'll have to post it, and then I gotta bring you. I think you have better football knowledge when it comes to individual players than I do, and I don't think I drafted poorly. But I think you're better at it than I am because you know what to look at and what to look for, and you have more football knowledge than me. Like,
Yeah, as we have seen from the pick'ems we've done 2 years in a row.
I might have to bring
every year.
like 3 people onto the podcast and do a basketball one for fun like this, because
That would be
you only
fun.
need 10 players. You only need 10 players. That's it.
Yes.
And then
Yeah.
like I could bring like
I'm telling you. Here's your moneymaker idea. Okay, you'll
Okay,
host a
I'm ready.
basketball trivia one, like a Jeopardy. I'll host the
Okay.
football one for you.
There you go. We bring people on for it. That'd be fun.
There you go.
There you go. We'll do that one day. Maybe a stream.
There you go.
Who knows?
You're
All right.
welcome.
Well,
I'm
with
about to
that,
make you a cajillionaire.
I'd cry.
Okay.
Well, with that, we're out.
Interesting, fun episode.
It was fun. I had a good time. I love doing it. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys didn't watch or listen wherever you listen to your podcast, go ahead and hit that like button, follow button, subscribe button, like button, all that fun stuff. Little heart on Spotify is there. You hit all those, and I greatly appreciate it. Also, go ahead and follow us on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, all the fun stuff. With that, any closing remarks from the good co-host that is
I got
Eric?
nothing, dude. We'll draft is in a couple of weeks, which will be exciting. So maybe
Yes,
you'll see us in a
and-
couple of weeks.
You'll probably, you're not going to see us for a couple weeks because there's nothing else to talk about unless Tyrann Mathieu signs with the Eagles. Outside of that,
That can
have
be
you
settled
seen?
in a TikTok, dude.
Yeah.
Just
that
do a
is true.
TikTok of you going, woo, yeah, baby. That's what I've been waiting for.
That's what we've been waiting
That's what
for.
it's all about.
Exactly.
Yeah, that can be settled
well,
in a TikTok.
That would I'd be so happy. You have no idea.
Yeah,
'Cause
my
they've been-
my
the
prediction,
rumors-
unfortunately, right now is Rams.
Saints. I think Saints.
I think
They
Rams.
just end up going to New Orleans. I would be sad about it. They don't need him. They have too many corner or safeties anyway.
Yeah.
With that, we're gonna get up out of here. Thank you guys so much for watching, listening, whatever you're doing. I'm Davion. That's Eric. This is Behind the Plays, and we are out. Peace.
See ya.